Assalamu alaikum. We are live. Okay, today is 8th May 2025. The stocks in play are INTC entered into a large-scale semiconductor foundry contract with Microsoft utilizing the 2 nanometer 18A process. ARM minus 9%, next quarter guidance underwhelmed. APP plus 15%, EPS and revenue topped. COHR top and bottom line surpassed expectations. TM minus 2% revised outlook now sees a 20% decline in operation profit amid downbeat commentary. CVNA plus 6% EPS and revenue topped. CLF minus 7% deeper loss per share and revenue light. AMKBY minus 0.5% lowers global container trade view. TPR plus 2% EPS revenue beat with forward strong top line guidance. Now, first we will begin by checking all the ATRs. Mhm, mhm. Let's open Finviz and let's start looking at each of them. INTC, I think the ATR must be 2. Wow, it's 1. Useless. ARM is, I think, my trade of preference today, depending on where it trades. ATR of 6.39 with a price of 124. Very nice. That was ARM. APP, I think. CVNA. CVNA has an ATR of 15. So both CVNA and ARM will be our trade of preference. I have CVNA open depending on whatever has better level support or better support resistance and such. Let's first try to gauge where it's trading right now. Extended, it's trading at 271. Where is 271? So it's slightly higher. It's trading above. So 271. 261 is a very obvious level of support. 263. This area. Where is the EMA? I need to get the EMA. Study. Um, I am edit settings, preset SMA 9, edit settings, preset SMA 50, edit settings, preset SMA 200, and let's remove the purple one. Let's remove this. Okay, we have all our. Let's stop the distraction. Hmm. So the consolidation, the price is consolidating in these levels starting from October 2024 till now. It's just been moving around in these levels trying to figure out where the price should go. Uh, so let's start seeing from here. Okay, the value area high is at 266, so we don't expect the price to go any higher than 266. What is the lowest it can go? The lowest it can go is 243. That is way too low. I don't think it'll be testing those levels. It might be testing. Okay, the price is higher. Sorry, my bad. The price is higher than 265. So, very obvious level of support 265 area. Let's mark. Let's mark Alt X. Uh, Value area high plus long VIX. This is 100% in my opinion. It's just one of those levels should that will hold, especially on an uptrend or strong date like today. CVNA. CVNA is bullish, right? CVNA has opened strong. Let's look at the bite-sized news. CVNA is Caravana, I think. Hmm. Let me check if my mic is on. Is my mic? Yeah, my mic is on. Let's look at some more interesting news on CVNA. Could have gone for ARM. Actually, let me check the spread on CVNA. Capital Com CVNA. The spread is not bad. I mean, 70 cent spread. It's not good either. What about ARM? ARM is very tight spread. Very, very tight spread. Very nice. Hmm. Interesting. Settings and trading. I'm going to remove profit loss. Don't show profit loss. Appearance. Okay. Actually, let me place an order in demo. Wait, I'll actually do that later. Let me focus here for now. Um, this is our value area high. Hmm. The max it can go, I think, would be the pre-market highest, which is let's look at this. The pre-market highest, I think, is 275. Oh, there's even a lot of consolidation in this 265 area, huh? Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. So let's bring it down to this level, this 262 level. Yes, it kept resisting this area. Should I try using a box? I don't know. Rectangle. Why does this keep popping up for no reason? Settings. Expected support. Expected accumulation. Not type, middle, center. Fill. One day value area high plus long wicks. This is where I expect accumulation because it was resisting this level yesterday. Um, if anything, I want to. Hmm, I expect accumulation in this area, and I think the highest is going to be whatever the pre-market sets the tone for. So I think 276 or maybe 280. Let's look at the 1 day. Highest is highest. Yeah, I think 275. I would assume. Very low confidence though. Alt X expected highest. Oh, it's okay. It's trading near the highest. So I don't know what to expect. Don't show interval. I'll decide if I need to put the interval or not. What can be? I think this is the expected highest. Hmm. What is the volume suggesting? The volume suggesting that it can go all the way up till 80. Maybe. It's like feeling really, really lucky. Since it has broken out, it should keep going up, right? It is on a very strong uptrend. It has broken upwards and it'll keep going. I think 80. Expected highest maybe 279. This is the highest I think it can go. Let's go mark the pre-market levels. Alt X pre-highest 60%, I or 50% actually. I don't see this level doing anything important. So the only important level that I am looking for is this 264 area. Right. Because this is where I expect accumulation. I want to make the borders slightly transparent. It's too strong. Make the text slightly transparent. Make the fill slightly transparent. Make the line rectangle. Let me check if I'm recording. And I am recording. Hmm. I need to. These are all the levels that we have marked on CVNA. Do we do the same for ARM? Let's take a look at ARM as well. Let's first look at 1 day. First, I want to save all my markings. Save layout. ARM was on a downtrend, so if I had to short, I would go for ARM. If I had to long, I would go for I would go for CVNA. Where is the EMA9 is so EMA9 is gonna be useless here. Looking for ARM. Slightly thirsty. So I think ARM is a short today, not a long. The value area low is a proper support. It's like I mean ARM has been moving here like since ever. Wow, okay. 110 is a proper support for ARM. There's just way too much movement, consolidation and such. With volume spike at 115 level, right under the supports. I think the 115.5 level is important for ARM. One minute, be right back. Yeah, okay, hi. I Before I get into the trade, I want to figure out whether the day is bearish or bullish, because if the day is bearish, then ARM might be an excellent trade. But if the day is bullish, CVNA is the trade to take. And I am slightly confused. So this is not this isn't something I've done, but I want to develop a bias, not from the news, but based on the SPY that I'm seeing. SPY has fairly opened higher, but it is failing to cross 567 line or 567 area. Let's see how important this price is. It is the EMA 20. So It's fairly close to the recent highs. It might spend the rest of the day either breaking above this level or falling down. That makes today's day quite interesting. Let's look at the economic calendar. Do we have any important news coming up? I think the only important news is initial jobless claims. And that is not our area of concern. Discussing further news, we realize that. Let me open. Bite size US. Okay. Tech semiconductors. Trump administrative to rescind AI chip export curbs and revise semiconductor trade rules, pausing the AI diffusion rules set for May 15th. Eases near term pressure on chip stocks with China exposure. Retail traders should watch for relief rally, particularly in AI sensitive names. Okay, this is actually very interesting development that we have already researched. A lot of news from a lot of the companies. Very interesting. The only interesting news today is that yesterday the interest rates were not cut. Powell has gone with a hold and see approach. Something to keep in mind. And that sentiment, I assume, carries over to today. And upon his declaration, the stock rallied quite a few points. So we expect a slight bullish momentum to be carried today, and that's why we are choosing CVNA, because CVNA is bullish. But the only problem is that CVNA has went and touched its expected highest in the pre-market. So my confusion is that will it fall, recover, and then rally, or will it continuing rally after breaking out of the 275 level? That is something that is going to be important today, that we will be focusing on. We will be revolving our trades around 275, although the most important area to focus on is 264.15. With that in mind, we really hope that CVNA drops down to this 264.15 level, which is highly likely, at least during the open. It might happen during the mid, and that might not be favorable for us. So although CVNA is bullish today, it is not near the expected support. If it somehow suddenly drops to this level during the open, it tests this level and again shows us a retest at this level. That would be beautiful for us. Although CVN has a slightly higher spread than ARM is a bit more stable, but it is bearish. Hmm. So we will stick on our fundamental decision of trading CVNA. We will jump into the pre-market for the time being and look at the pre-market moves. We are going to maintain the delta calibration when the stock enters a consolidation. With 10 minutes left into the market, let's wait. Let's hope for the best. Let's try to read the pre-market a bit in the free time that we have been awarded by the market. Let's reduce our block size a bit. Let's increase this to 10. 50? I think 10 was good. I think 10 is good. This is 10. Hmm. Let's close volume profiling. Not necessarily of interest to us anymore. Hmm. Let's increase this to 20. Let's increase this to 20. Yeah, now everything is in order. Go charting has certain errors that it needs to work on. Pre-market highest. It is now retesting the pre-market highest and touching the expected highest. Let's try to develop a narrative. The narrative is, the narrative of CVNA is that CVNA was stuck at the 265 level. It was resisting it for the past 4 days, and when the earnings report came out, it was fairly bullish. The earnings report were good, and the stock broke the 265 level, and in the pre-market has rallied all the way to 275. 275 is a level that many might find interesting. Hmm. Many might want to get out at 275, not expecting such a break. Many might try to long, expecting that the price will not come back here again. I don't see any reason for anyone to believe that the price will not come back to 275 again. But let's see. Let's see. I feel like I should take a short and hold, but that would not be the best trade. My goal today is to do one good trade. My expected highest is around 280. It might go to 280 and then consolidate. Even that is expected. It would not be surprising to see such a thing. Hmm. We have 7 minutes. Let's pause the video for a bit and let's continue later. We are live or about to go live in. Okay, we are live. The stock market opened 275 with very strong selling. That is very weird. Am I seeing aggressive selling? Am I seeing is everyone else seeing this too? Because what is this move? Is this how CVNA moves? My god, this is how CVNA actually moves. Very aggressive buying at this level, at the 275 level, which is not something I was expecting, but that is setting a very strong tone for the day. All of the buyers were instantly absorbed. Do I want to take that short? No. Let me open ARM. ARM fell very nicely. But it's okay. Let's focus on CVNA. Loading the charts and everything else, Go Charting does very fast, which I must give it to them. Am I recording? Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Delta is very green. We saw sellers get absorbed here. We saw sellers get absorbed here too. And the same level. How important is 271? It's not that important. I The stock drops down to 264, then it might be interesting to us, but it is not for now. Sellers were absorbed again at this level, these two levels. Sellers were absorbed. So we're seeing constant absorption at the 270 price. What does it mean for us? Nothing. Because I am going for one good trade, not the fastest trade ever. I'm going for that one good trade that I can make. Even if I short here, if I assume the price to go all the way down to 264, if I short here, then I'm risking $4. 4 into 10 would be $40. And I'll be making, I think, 60. So not the best RR. And it's very possible the stock recovers right now. There is nothing suggesting that it will not. Yeah, like it did. I would have lost 40 if I took the short. Why do I have SPY open? Oh my god, I would have been dead trying to trade SPY. Now, now we should see absorption of buyers or some level of, it's returning back to its old POC, but we expect there to be buying today. We are in the buyer's favor. Oh, why didn't you take a buy then, Imad? Because that's not the level where I expect the buyers to show up. They very well can. They can, for sure. Is it something would have been good money though? I saw sellers get absorbed here. Let's look at ARM. Yeah, ARM fell very nicely. CVNA. Sellers were absorbed. We are returning back to the POC at the 275 to 274 level. I think this level is going to be tested, or I think it might drop down to 272, and then we might see a push to the upwards of 279. Okay, very aggressive selling, all of which was absorbed. So I'm seeing absorption again. Should have entered there, should have longed. Should have longed there. Very nice. From 274.5 to 279. Should have longed. Very aggressive buying was absorbed at this level. All of these levels were tested. There was just no continuous, but this level is very imbalanced. Very aggressive buying was done at this level. So CVNA is very aggressive to the upside, no doubt. We saw it fail the 282 level, something I was expecting it to fail. I was expecting it to fail to 80 actually. Very strong absorption of buyers here. So I think the price might come down all the way to the view app. We have a POC here, and POC there. We have all our POCs from 280 to 278. Mhm. Mhm. This absorption was the game, bro. $9 it gave me, I did not take. So POC was tested here. It really held the 278 level. Let's look at CVNA on the 5 minute. Tested 270. Did it actually? Yeah, tested 270, 269. It went all the way up to 282. POC has shifted to the 282 level away from the view app. Buyers continue to remain aggressive. I don't have any solid level on where I should short now. Let's try ARM. Let's look at ARM. Okay, ARM is recovering. Wow. Very aggressive buying on ARM. 1634. Hmm. If ARM comes down once again, we might try to get in a short. POCs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Struggling at 284, I would say. Let's see what is happening in these levels. Again, I'm seeing sellers get absorbed, which is very interesting to say the least. A push down needs an aggressive push from the sellers, which I'm not seeing. Sellers are very passive, very chill. Net delta is 127. What is the volume like? I have no volume anywhere. Volume profile, and volume is still high. Ever since entering here, Okay, guys, I think my trading was not that well. I will close the video here though. Made some money, but mashallah, I'll close the video here.